Well, my sister and I began our foster care journey about 12 years ago this month, actually. I remember I had just done a rotation in Kenya while a resident, and it was almost right after I got off the plane, my sister said, "You know, while you were gone, I was contemplating the biblical principle of taking care of widows and young children." So we signed up for foster parenting classes, and then in July we got a call about a little 1-year-old boy who came into our care. And this boy was just a delightful bouncing boy that we had for about 9 months. And after he left, we had a couple other kids come and go, like the short term, 3 to 4 days kind of thing. And so in 2006, just as I was finishing my residency, we got a call about little baby Matthew. But I remember one night just sitting beside his bed and kind of patting his back and singing him to sleep. And I just felt the Lord say, "This boy's staying," you know? And it was a few months after that they asked us if we wanted to adopt. So Matthew became Matthew Williams. A couple months later, we got a call about Robbie. And then a couple years later, Matthew had a younger brother, Nathan, who joined us. 10 months after that, little Christopher came into the house. And then 10 months after that, Samuel arrived. And then, in the most wonderful and mysterious ways that God works, our first foster son, Mason, came back into our family and was adopted by my sister about a year ago. During that time, I was really contemplating parenting as a single mom, and what kind of supports my kids would need. And I knew that they really needed to have some male influence in their life, and I really wanted, some Christian men to surround them. So we signed up for the Big Brother, Big Sister program. And interestingly enough, we were matched with Scott Bridewesser, who's from this church, And I remember talking to him. I talked to him about, foster parenting and about this crisis nursery project I was working on. And he said, you should really come to my church. I think you would like it at my church. And I sort of just tucked that in my brain for a while. And then after we moved up into this area, I kept thinking about that, And so last summer, I came with my 3 boys. And of course, the first person I met was Jamie, who just came over and gave us such a wonderful welcome that I thought, well, this is nice, And the second thing I noticed was the food in the back. When you have 3 boys, like they eat every hour. And so that was just a really welcoming way to kind of come in. And a couple months after we started coming, my sister started coming with her boys. So now we just take up with the back row there. If God puts on your mind to do foster care, just do it. If God is calling you to serve as big brother or big sister, just do it, If God asks you to invite someone to church, say the words, You never know where that seed's going to be. And if God is, calling you to greet the stranger who walks in, just do it, It's amazing. Like those little whispers that he has can mean big things to people.